Morning folks, it's a very cold one here today. It's 7:30 currently in the morning. We're going to go out for a hike today. So we've got about an hour and a half to 2 hour drive up to the Cairngorms, and then we're going to go for a hike. So unless anything interesting happens on the way, I'll see you up there. So just about 2 hours later now, guys, we're up into the Cairngorms. It was an absolutely lovely drive. Some really cold temperatures. The car was displaying -6 on the way up, but got a lovely sunrise as well. It was coming in and it was absolutely gorgeous. So now that we're here, what are we doing today? So the plan for today is we're gonna do a walk here. We're at Glenmore Area, so just off the banks of Loch Morlich, and we're gonna do a very famous walk, which is the walk out to the Green Lochan, or otherwise in Gaelic known as An Lochan Uaine. It's a very, very famous loch, but we're also potentially going to do a wee summit route off of that, depending on the conditions when we get there. So just here in the car park just now, just arrived. I'm going to go ahead and get ready, get some boots on, get the bag on, and get on the walk. So once I'm ready, I'll see you there. So bags on, all ready to rock and roll. So let's head our way along the trail. So it's quite cold today, guys. I think we're definitely sitting in the negatives. I shouldn't tell you the actual temperature. Holding this tripod in my hand is a metal tripod. Quite cold. But yeah, I've not done this walk in quite a while. So I thought I was coming up this direction anyway today. So I thought I'd nip out earlier this morning and get this walk in. As I say, I've done the Green Lochan before, but I've not done the summit to the far side of it. And we still might not. It depends on what the conditions are like when we get there. So we're just coming up on this lovely river here. I've actually dunked my feet in this river before on a previous trip. So yeah. I'll catch you a little bit further along the trail if something interesting appears. There's a red squirrel, guys. Red squirrel just there. Don't know if you can see that. There we go. See him go? Well, that's always lovely. Lovely way to start the wee adventure here. A wee red squirrel up in the trees. That's the great thing about this part of Scotland. The Cairngorms here. A lot of native wildlife and native flora as well. We're obviously in Scots pine forest here. It's absolutely gorgeous, especially with all the frost. Really lovely. Quite cold today. The frost's quite thick, and there was some ice on the trail back there. Be interesting to see if the Green Lochan's frozen at all. Loch Morlich, the big one, just off where the car park was, it certainly had some ice in it, but it's a lot more open. I think the Green Lochan, being quite sheltered, might not have too much, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, lovely. I thought I had the place to myself. The car park was empty, but somebody's just run past. So someone's up on a run this morning here. Now, to be fair, lovely morning for a run and a lovely trail to run, but not for me. I'll stick to my walking. There's lots of these little wooden bridges over some really lovely mountainous streams with some super clear water. If it wasn't November and minus temperatures, might actually want to get in that. Just look at how gorgeous this place is. We're almost there, guys. Just a wee sign there to remind it, and I'll remind you all, in the Cairngorms National Park, fires and barbecues aren't allowed, but here on the right is the Green Lochan, and you can see why it gets the name it does, because it's naturally green in colour. So this is just the viewing platform here Look at that. And actually, it is fairly frozen. There we are. There's the Green Lochan with its lovely sandy beaches as well. In the summer, this place is absolutely packed. I've mostly got it to myself today. There's a few people about, but the joys of coming out midweek in winter. That's just beautiful. Now, away back there, I made a decision. We're not going to go up the hill, but just back in that valley over there is a wee bothy kind of hut. So we're gonna, in a wee minute, we're gonna take a break here, and then we're gonna head up there, just because I think I fancy it. I've not actually been out to that yet, so we'll go and have a look at what it's like. So I just took a wee break there at the Lochan, had a drink. I've got hot chocolate in my bag, and I had a wee pastry. Sat and enjoyed the loch. It's actually very lightly snowing now. Absolutely gorgeous. There was quite a few people about, so I just kind of enjoyed it myself, but I took some b-roll footage that will show, but there was it's really nice to see people out enjoying this wonderful place. It is a very popular place. If you come in the summer, there can be hundreds of people here. Folks swimming, folk paddling, taking supboards up and things. But what was really nice to see is there was a couple with a really young toddler, and that's really lovely to see, because if we don't get the next generations of young people really interested in these outdoor spaces by exposing them to it, people are going to lose interest, lose respect, and these landscapes are going to start really deteriorating. But yeah, that was really lovely to see. They were asking about why the loch was green. The Lochan was green. So I explained that to them, that it's a mixture of, I believe it's a mixture of the green from the trees mixed with, there's mineral compounds in the rock here that produces that green colour. So it's actually a really good loch to swim in as well, I believe, because it's really good minerals. But we're just heading on beyond the loch now. You can see the valley behind me. And we're just going to head up to the wee building here at the end. It's not that much further. I have to say, the view from up here back down through the valley is also pretty nice. So here we are, here's the Bothy. And I have to say, it's not a bad place to put a Bothy. Look at that. There's the hill that I was going to go up. There's also some bigger hills over there. That's that ridge line I was on about before. I'm going to come back and do that someday. But yeah, I don't know if it's a Bothy you can get into or not. I don't think so, to be fair. So as you come in, lovely wee entryway. And then just, here we go, some benches, wee fireplace, some seats, some information about different things, and it's certainly shelter if you needed it up here in the woods, in the hills. There we go, lovely to see this. And I have to say, that isn't a bad view out the window there. Well, yeah, that's very cool. Might actually have to come and do an overnighter up here at some point. It's certainly a lovely location, and I have to say, we have quite a lot of bothies in Scotland, but I've not really been to many. Yeah, that's actually quite a nice one. So a number of the other people are heading up the hill, but I'm going to head back down, make my way back to the car park. There's not likely to be much to show you on the way back, but if anything pops up, I'll certainly check it out and show you. If not, see you back at the car. So I'm almost back at the car now, guys. That has been a lovely wee hike today. I highly recommend this one. It's a very accessible path, a very accessible trail to walk. It's not wheelchair accessible or anything, because it's you know, it is a proper trail, but it's a very maintained path, so it's quite easy. You could cycle it, run it, walk it, whatever you fancy, and it's not too far either. So yeah, but thank you guys for joining me on this adventure, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.